Hi guys, it's Jay Gustav with a new video. So, I said I wouldn't turn this into a top surgery update video, but I'm probably going to turn it into a slight top surgery update video. So as you all know, I had top surgery last Wednesday in Birmingham. I'm now at home with my parents recovering, hence the natty backdrop. So I'm now at home with my parents recovering. I'm 6 days post-op. I'm recovering nicely. I'm loving being able to walk around the house shirtless. It's incredible. I've not worn a shirt, like, apart from going to Tesco since I got home. So it's pretty cool being able to just, like, cut about shirtless. But yeah, so I'm having a couple little issues with this nipple. It does look like it's been bleeding, but I'm not too concerned. This one is healing fine, no swelling. This one's a little bit swollen, so it's going to be my problematic titty. But we're happy with it. I'm so happy with the results, the aesthetic. I'm enjoying it. So I see my nipples for the first time on Thursday, so I've got my little reveal there for my nips at my local doctor's. So really looking forward to seeing that and how that one looks out. So yeah, because I'm so bored, I thought I'd do... Oh, do you like my cup, by the way? It's very, very appropriate. Because I'm so bored, I thought I'd jump on one of those tags and do some sort of tag video, questions, Q&A sort of thing. I flipped a few things around and I decided I'm going to do the dating tag. So the dating tag is always a fun one. Because it involves a lot of personal questions that you all want to know the answers to, and a lot of personal things that I might not feel comfortable saying on camera. So if you do have any questions or anything you want to ask me that you don't want addressed on video, just slide into them their DMs, you know, we can have a little chin wag, we can see where we go from there. So first things first, dating, it's a really open-ended question. Current relationship status is something that a lot of people ask me. Am I single? Am I in a relationship? And the thing is, you will never know. So I'm actually single. I'm not committed to anybody, but I'm, like, talking, if you catch my drift. So my question was, what do you wear on dates? I fucking love questions like this, because, like, obviously I love my clothes, I love streetwear, sportswear and stuff, but it would completely depend on where we're going. So, like, I mean, it depends. Like, if you're giving me a hypothetical, like, if we're going to a shisha bar or even Wetherspoons or something, literally, I'll probably just wear, like, a t-shirt, like, Fresh Ego Kid or something. I wear a lot of Fresh Ego Kid. I love their shit. I'll probably wear, like, Fresh Ego Kid t-shirt, Supreme t-shirt, maybe, like, a Balmain t-shirt or something. I've got, like, a few really nice designer pieces. Potentially Gucci. It's all Gucci. I also collect Jordans. So probably just wear a nice pair of Jordans, nice snapback, and just show up and smash it. Cool, next question, boys or girls? Okay, so I addressed this in a previous video. I only go out with boys. I think I'm gay. Which does take a lot for me to say because it's really weird because recently I had a crush on a girl. So it's this lass that I worked with. I think she's left now, but basically I saw her for the first time. She came in for an interview and I was like, she's beautiful. And all the lads were like, oh yeah, just smash her right in her back doors. And I was like, I don't really want to smash it in her back doors. Like, she just looked really pretty. And then anyway, like, long story short, I ended up actually speaking to the girl. She was lovely. And I was like having these thoughts. I was like, could I sleep with her? And like, I remember getting home from work one night and like I'd actually spoke to her on the train as well. Like, I'd actually had a conversation with this girl and she was lovely. Like, she had really great taste and everything. And I thought about it, I was like, could I sleep with her? And I was like, I could probably try it. And anyway, long story short, I ended up, like, thinking about this. And I was like, don't know. Anyway, a few weeks later, like, as a group of friends, we went out to the pub and spent time with her. She was like, oh, yeah, like, I've seen your YouTube and all this shit. And I was like, oh, no. Like, because obviously, like, then I was like, any chance I could potentially have her kissing this girl. I was going, out the fucking shitter. But yeah, no, anyway, like, so I realised in the end I didn't have a crush on her. But she is honestly, like, she's the one woman that's made me question my sexuality in a very long time. So if you're watching this... You're fucking beautiful. You turn gay men straight temporarily. So, big love to you. But yeah, no, back to the original question. I'm gay, I date boys. I've only recently chosen to, like, actually label myself as a gay guy because there's a lot of, like, shit attached to it. But yeah, no, I like boys. Boys are pang. Boys are hot. So the worst date. This is my new favourite question. Let me have a sip of my tea for this piping hot shit. The other was actually with a boy who's very, very important to me even to this day. Where we went down to Cardiff Bay to go and watch fireworks together. I know he's going to be watching this now and he's going to be like, for fuck's sake, Jay. But honestly, so basically what had happened is I was working for a restaurant at the time. Like, I was in a really shit job that I hated with a company that I'm not going to mention names of because they did actually give me a payout in the end. I was working a shit job and basically what happened is the restaurant caught norovirus. So if you don't know what norovirus is, it's basically the winter vomiting bug and it makes you ridiculously sick. Like, people were like throwing up, my friends, and it was horrible. So basically my restaurant got shut down and I got sick. But obviously this boy had asked me out for bonfire night. So I was like, oh my god, yeah, like totally, let's get on Cardiff Bay. Let's go watch some fireworks. It'll be dead romantic. Anyway, we get down Cardiff Bay and I am like literally chucking my ring up. So I'm trying to subtly be sick every time we stop off anywhere without this boy noticing. And he's noticed, obviously. And he was lovely, don't get me wrong. But it's like something that I was like, it was just so lucky I didn't have the shits. Because if I'd have had the shits, I'd have shat myself in his car. I know I would have shat myself in his car. But yeah, no, honestly, like, and he was so lovely about it. And he's still lovely about everything to this day. Do you know what? Like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but he's pretty special. So yeah, so hi babe. What are your deal breakers? For somebody who looks like I do, I've got a load of deal breakers. So my big one is quite pedantic and quite horrible. It's lack of ambition, and it's something that I do have issues with when I'm dating. So I'm like, in my personal life, I'm quite a focused, ambitious, driven person. So like, I really focus on myself, making myself a better version of myself. So like things like, you know, for example, like I do mindfulness. I do like things like stop my anxiety. I actually recently detoxed and actually quit taking drugs as well, which is really cool. So like I stopped taking Xanax bars back in March, just because I wanted to clear my head and be the best version of myself. So that's something that we'll probably address at a later date, getting off Xannies and that. But I'm back to the original question. I'm really focused on myself and my self-improvement. So I want to have the best career. I'm always focusing on progressing at work, in my chosen career. I always want to have the best houses. So like I'm actually going to view a house when I'm home in a couple of weeks' time with a beautiful balcony, beautiful apartment. You know, it's beautiful. So I want to have the best of everything, and I want a partner of mine to be able to match that. Okay, now I'm not saying that in like a gold diggery kind of way. I don't want his money, but I want him to match my energy. So if you're not matching my energy, like I'm not interested. Like if you can't match what I'm bringing to the table, like why am I bringing that stuff to the table for you when there is a boy out there who can match what I'm giving him? Do you know what I mean? So I think my deal breaker is lack of ambition, lack of drive, lack of motivation. I think another thing that I struggle with as well is like, obviously, this is quite bitchy, but I'm quite far along in my transition. Like, I'm 15 months on testosterone, I've just had top surgery. I wouldn't say that I struggle dating boys who are behind me in the timescale, but I do struggle a lot with like meeting boys who are like not jealous. Jealous is probably the wrong word, but kind of resent me because I only came out in 2017. And because my transition's private, I know that it's gone really quickly. Like, I mean, I came out in June 2017 to my family. By June 2018, I was on testosterone, and now it's September 2019. I've just had top. So I know my transition has taken like it's basically gone from 0 to 100 real quick. So I have noticed a lot of like when I'm talking to a boy and I'm like the prospect of like, oh yeah, do you want to meet up? Do you want to like smash? Do you want to go on a date and stuff? They're always a bit like if they're especially if they're pre-T, like they're always a bit like, how did you start T so quickly? And I'm like, I then tell them that the route I went down with Gender GP was, you know, the informed consent model and how they obviously they believe I can make my own choices. But I do find there's a lot of resentment from a boy, so it's like, oh, you know, he's so far along, you know. And there's a lot of that jealousy, and that's something I did notice in my last serious relationship. There was that jealousy, because I had my top surgery date and my partner didn't. So it's something that I do find quite difficult to deal with. So if a boy can approach me in terms of like we're gonna date, I know that you've had top surgery. I know that you're on T for a year and a half, but this is the situation. I'm pre everything. I'd be completely Gucci with that. I will date a boy at any point in his transition. You know, I've actually dated men who are further along than me, so that's always fun, actually. But yeah, so that is my deal breaker, really. Lack of ambition, a lack of real... I don't know, I can probably put it down to respect for my journey as well, because there's so much focus of you are your own, you know, you are your own warrior in this. But I think if I meet a boy and he's like resenting me because I've had top, because I'm on T, I don't want him in my life. So I think it's my deal breaker. Oh, and also, I don't like... I don't like people who aren't close to their families. Like, I know there's like the whole thing of like you choose your family like disown you and stuff. But I'm a mummy's boy. Like I'm a proper mummy's boy. I made my mum a cup of tea this morning. Went out to cuddle with her. I said good morning, my favourite person, which is what I call them and say every morning. So if you're not close to your parents by choice, so like if you have a relationship with them but you don't choose to spend time with them, I don't really want to go near you, to be honest. Anyway, next question was one of my favourite questions off my Instagram, and it is, what is your body count? I'm going to have a sip of coffee to address this, because I'm not doing this without a brew. So, the old question, how many bodies have I caught? How many people have I engaged in relations with? Do I really have to bring this out on my YouTube channel where potentially future employers might look me up? Let's just say it's more than one but less than 1,000. Let's leave it at that, shall we? Let's leave it there. Let's draw a line in the sand. I know roughly how many people I've slept with. The people I date know roughly how many people I've slept with. To be fair, I don't actually know exactly how many people I've slept with. But we'll leave it at that. Like, it's a very personal question, and it's one that I may address at some point in the future. But to be fair, unless you're fucking me, you don't need to know. You don't need to know how many bodies I've caught. So, cool. What is your type? Ooh, I like this one. So, what is my type? So, it would depend on what I'm looking for. So I've dated men and women. So my type in women, basically, if we hark back to the last I was talking about 10 minutes ago, I like women who look like Ariana Grande. So, like, I like the whole straight back ponytail, long nails, hoops thing. I don't know why, but something about it. I would literally rag Ariana Grande across something by a ponytail. I can't even lie to you. But that's women, and we don't go out with women anymore, do we? So my type of boy, I like mask boys. I can't lie. I like mask boys in sportswear, skatewear. So like, I can't really explain it. So like, I don't know, like if you're wearing like plain white tee and a puffer jacket, like chances are I'll probably fancy you. I like boys with like messy hair. Like I like you to have a nice fade, but like let it get messy on top. Like I'm a fan of that. I like boys with stretchers. I like boys with nose piercings a lot. You gotta have good taste in trainers. So the boy I was talking about, who I threw up in his car, he honestly has the best choice in trainers I've ever seen in my life. Like, he buys new shoes like every week, and he shows me them on FaceTime, and I'm like, oh my god, we just let me lick your trainers. I honestly, like, boys with nice shoes, like, you can just take me. Like, new shoes, oh no. So yeah, so I like nice shoes, nice stretchers. My sort of age, my sort of like everything. But yeah, I like, honestly, like mask boys. I have dated femboys, don't get me wrong, and like, there's nothing wrong with boys who wear makeup. Like, I do support the whole thing of like, trans men can be femme. Like, I have the fattest crush on this one femboy off my Twitter. Like, he wears makeup, and I'm just like, oh, yes, good at me. He's like a femme top and everything, so he's like literally the whole package. But yeah, like, I don't really have a type, but I mean, I do have a type. My mum says I've got a type, and they all look like me. So like, I like mask boys who wear glasses. And have tattoos, and that's basically what I go for. If you look a bit like me, if you're short, mask, and have tattoos and wear glasses, chances are we'll get it in. So hit me up in the DMs. I am joking. Please do not hit me up in the DMs. Cool. So next question is online dating. Do you have any advice? Ooh, okay. Well, first things first, I had a look at your profile, and I think you identify as a gay trans man, which is absolutely spot on, because that's exactly who we all are these days. So, do I have any advice for online dating? Yeah, basically, just lie, catfish people, just lie, just say you're fucking anything to get them into bed, and that's it. No, I'm not advocating lying to you on online dates. Base every little bit about who you are. So, like, for me, I think I found it hard. I found it hard to tell boys that I like grime music than I have to actually tell them I'm trans, which is weird. Because, like, obviously, it's the music you like and who you are as a person. They are two completely opposite things. And you'd think people would be fine with me, you know, liking hip-hop and grime. But it turns out, in the trans community, people are all like, oh my god, you need to go to, like, queer anarcho-punk fairs. Oh my god, ooh. And, like, for being quite masculine, like, in grime, it's like, people are like, oh, right, well, you know, what's wrong with you? But honestly, like, my advice would be just be yourself. Like, be honest with people. You know, you represent yourself. Just have a good time. Like, go out, party hard. Like, do what you want to do. If you want to smash, smash. If you don't want to smash, don't smash. Just be sensible, like. So yes, that's my advice. Just online date, go and have a great time. And plus as well, you can lie and say you're 5'6" when you're actually 5'2". Not that I've ever done that. A lot of fun shooting this today. It's been really good to take my mind off my surgery. I really want an iced coffee, so if you're watching this, please bring me an iced coffee. Like, I'm not asking for much. Just a triple shot iced latte. If it can be from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, please. But I'm in South Wales, so if somebody can please send me iced coffee-based assistance, I would be eternally grateful, and I will promise to give you next. Anything you want, please bring me iced coffee. We're done with the questions today, so I'm going to do an update from my top surgery video on Thursday. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. The link is in the bio down there, so have an amazing day, guys. Peace out.